Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, and we're back playing Criminal Case on Facebook. We're going to be heading on to case number 41. With an oil rig, the Seeds of Death. Ace, you're here. We've got a new assignment. Andrea wants us to patrol the Rhine Canyon oil well. She says it's important for us to know all facets of the district. But an oil well? Come on. There are tons of places in Rhine Canyon nicer than a big old polluted oil well. Sorry, Ace. I should be more open-minded. Who knows what wonderful discoveries we might make at the oil well. I'm gonna guess not a good one. Well, this is interesting, I guess. I mean, oil wells are certainly a big part of our economy, and... oh, I'm sorry, but this place is horrible. I've got oil on my shoes, and the air is thick with pollution. It's turning the desert sand black. I can see your face that you're uneasy as I am. Am I wrong? Oh, you're making that face because you spotted something wrong? Well, that doesn't sound good. Let's have a look around quick. Ooh, interesting. Buzzards all around. Oh, is that how he died? That would be disgusting. Ew, they're right. Oh, that's sick. I love that. Look at how animated that is. That's pretty cool. Anyways, fire extinguisher, red toolbox. Men's sign. Well, let's get him first. Oh, poked his eyes out and everything. Oh. Broken badge. Is that not a turbine? What the heck does a turbine look like? Oh, there it is. And a men's sign. Oh, right there. Duh, for the porta potty. Oh dear goodness. Was this man attacked by vultures? Ew, they ate his eyes. I think I'm gonna be sick again. Go away, vulture. Shoo! Shoo! You're right. This poor man was tied to that pipe. Someone wanted to make sure he couldn't escape, which means there is a killer at large. Ace, we need to catch them. Maybe that badge you found will help us do that. Half of it's broken off, but I'm sure you'll be able to find that face in the database. What about that toolbox? If you think a clue might be hidden inside, let's get digging. Alright guys, so I gotta grab a whole bunch of stars. I will see you guys back here. This actually had a late start, so I'm probably gonna have to use a lot of cash. That being said, I am throwing around ideas of how you guys can support me on this. And you know, maybe, you know, donate a couple dollars or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna do that by chapter 3. I should have that kind of sorted out, see if you guys want to do it. But anyways, stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next part. Want to grab some stars? Au revoir. Alright folks, we're back. Grab some stars. Let's examine some of this stuff. Like the drilling foreman. Gotta be this guy? No? This guy? Oh, because of the chin, I guess. Blue eyes. Eyebrows I got wrong. That's gotta be it. Yeah, no freckles. Nope. Jake Drill. The man on the badge you found on the crime scene doesn't look like our victim, but he still may help us. His name is Jake Drill. The badge says he's a drilling foreman on the oil well, which means he might have seen the murder, or even committed it. I couldn't have said it better, Ace. We need to go talk to this Jake Drill. Okay, that scratch is going to definitely be a clue, so... I mean, he could definitely be one... He could definitely be the guy. I think he's going to be on the short list of suspects, that's for sure. Let's see if we could just move this real quick. Boom. Under a second? Yeah. The wrench you found in that toolbox is covered in blood. Could this be related to the murder? Yeah, you're right. We know the victim was tied with heavy chains. The killer must have used this wrench to bolt the chains to the pipe. Well, there's only one logical course of action. Let's collect some of that blood. Let's do it. Gotta examine the blood. So what I mentioned with about in the last little part was the possibility of having, like, you know, a little donation thing towards me to help me to get more cash for this. That's something I will explore. I will probably put a straw poll on the bottom to see if you guys would or if you guys wouldn't. So make sure to check that down below. If there aren't that many people, then I will just end up just waiting for criminal case. I'm not going to use cash once that cash gets down to 0 because I don't have as much money to be able to do that anymore. So perfect job as always, Ace. Let's get the blood you collected from the wrench to the lab. Just married life has a lot less funds. So oil stain's probably going to be also on this list. What can I do for you, Marshall? You shouldn't walk around this place dressed like that. You might slip in an oil spill. Well, it's a risk we will have to take. In case you haven't noticed, a man was murdered here. Here's his picture. Do you know him? Was that Mr. Green? What the? Why would anyone kill that guy? So you knew the victim. What can you tell us about him? Well, his name was Bruce Green. He's some kind of scientist. Often came to have a look around. Kept asking us about Earth pollution. That kind of thing. To be honest, I never really understood what he was on about. He'd take some Earth samples and go back to his fancy laboratory a few miles south from here. Do you know if anyone had anything against Mr. Green? Did he bother the workers? Nah, he never made any trouble for himself. And miss, we have more than enough work to do without wasting time killing people. Mr. Joel seems nice enough. Very dirty, though. I mean that literally, of course. Anyway, you're right, Ace. He mentioned our victim. He's a man named Bruce Green who worked in a nearby laboratory. We should definitely head there next. And I know you guys, Dynamite, it's actually from The Emperor's New Groove. It's a little squirrel that says it, I'm pretty sure. So it's not really a way to pronounce it, but it's a little squirrel in a Disney movie, and that's the way that he says it. He squeaks and he says, Dynamite. So that's what I got it from. I know it's not how you're supposed to pronounce it, but I always found that extremely funny. Alright, so we got gloves, torn picture, obviously. Corn incubator. What the heck is a corn incubator? This? Oh, okay. I guess that's a clue. Interesting. Gas mask, flammable sign, and a biplane. That thing looks like it'd be pretty huge. How am I missing it? Oh, right here. Because I'm left eye dominant and it was on the right half of the screen. Whoa, this lab is pretty impressive, don't you think, Ace? I wonder what the victim was working on. But of course, that's what you've been trying to figure out. This capsule looks like a solid lead. Is that what they call an incubator? What's inside? Is that a corn stalk? It seems something was written on the incubator. Well, no. Well, I know you'll retrieve what was written in a flash. You also picked up a torn photo. Alright, let's try to piece back together. I wonder if he is thinking of growing plants in the desert, like crops in the desert. That'd be interesting. I mean, it would be very, very helpful because the desert, not a lot out there. Oh, this is looking interesting. I know this outfit. Yeah, we definitely know this outfit. Well, that's some pretty impressive headgear. And that's Zuma Tatoni, the Aztec tribe chief we met on our previous investigation together. But who's that next to him? Wait, that's our victim? Why is he wearing an Aztec hat, Ace? You're right, there's no time for conjecture. Let's go ask Zuma directly. Uh-oh. Man, if you're in more than one case, especially in the beginning, something's spelling disaster for you at some point. I'm sorry, but you're not long for this world, or you're gonna be a murderer. Bruce, we did it. Oh, okay. Is that Colonel Spengler's name? Someone wrote, Bruce, we did it on the incubator. Was our victim working on this corn? Good idea. Whoever wrote this message could tell us more about Bruce. Let's get this incubator to Hannah so she can find them. I don't know. That's just my guess. Let's talk to Zuma. Oh, he's got a scratch too. Well, it's nice to see you again, Marshal Ace. And your partner as well, I guess. Are you being gruff because I refused to call you Chief last time we met? Come on, Mr. Tatoni. When murder is the topic of the day, courtesies are overrated. Murder? Does that mean you're here to talk about death once again, Marshal Ace? Well, yes, Bruce Green has been killed, and we found evidence that you two were close. Did you give this headgear to him? Bruce is dead? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear of it. And yeah, that headpiece was a gift from me. He came to me to learn more about the desert. I respected his interest in Mother Nature. Marshall is right. Giving traditional Aztec headgear to an outsider looks like a deep mark of honor. Was there anything else at play here? Well, we were friends. It's not so often we meet people who are humble enough to ask for our wisdom. I hope that last remark wasn't directed towards me, Mr. Tatoni. Anyway, I agree, Ace. We're done here. And again, like I said, I'm going to have to use all of my cash to speed this up because the game was delayed a little bit due to a glitch. Hey Ace, do you know how many times in a career you get to autopsy a man eaten alive by vultures? Never. That's how many. Roxy, I really wish you wouldn't get so excited about dead bodies. Think about that poor man's life cut short. Sweetie, if I didn't joke about death, I'd kill myself. Anyway, fun facts about our victim. First, the killer cut the victim's torso open, but the vultures that were snacking on him are what killed him. So the killer did use the vultures as a murder weapon. How gruesome. Well, they definitely wanted to torture the victim. Vultures are used to dead meat, so they take their time. He's probably still alive when they pecked his eyes out. Ugh. But there's more. I found traces of mucus on your victim's face. The killer must have coughed on him. Sand, oil, and vulture's feathers made the DNA unusable, but I found something else. In the mucus were strong traces of salbutamol, which is a drug used to calm asthma attacks, which means the killer has asthma. At least they won't be able to run from us, will they, Ace? Okay, you can't make fun of Roxy for her puns, and then you make a pun right back at her. I mean, honestly, both of them are amazing puns, but I'm just saying. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Hey, Ace, I can confirm the blood you found on this wrench is the victim's blood. So the killer did use that wrench, but how did the victim's blood get on it? Oh, but of course, Ace, they must use the wrench to knock out the victim, so they could tie him up. Did you find anything else? There were microscopic fragments on the blood, shards from the shell of a Helianthus anus, also known as a sunflower seed. Oh, I love sunflower seeds. They're such a healthy snack. Oh dear, this means that I share something in common with our sunflower seed eating killer. Ugh, makes me shudder just thinking about it. I love sunflower seeds. I could be the killer. Then again, I play baseball. You have seeds all the time. Alright. You should have seen Jan's face when I showed this incubator to him, Ace. I don't know much about biology, but he was super excited about that corn. Oh, I'm surprised you weren't, Hannah. Ace, have you looked closely at this incubator? Look, they managed to make that corn grow in dry earth. I still don't get what's so exciting about it. Do you realize what this means? If people can grow corn in the desert, we'll never have to worry about starvation again. This could save entire populations. Well, I guess you have a point. So anyway, I had a look at the lab files, and the person who worked most closely with Bruce on this project is called Jess Pracy. Well, great, Ace. Let's go talk to Miss Pracy. Pracy. I think it's Pracy. Man, I'm gonna need to grab a whole bunch more stars. Miss Pracy, Marshall has found this incubator with your message to the victim. You were working together, correct? So it's true. Bruce really is dead. We've been working for 5 years. Such a tragedy for him to die right when we finally succeeded. You were trying to make corn grow in dirt? We were trying to make corn grow in the desert, and we finally did it. The corn in this incubator requires almost no water to grow. Well, that sounds impressive. But maybe some people didn't want you to succeed? Could someone have killed Bruce because of it? Well, I don't think so. We have accomplished is going to help a lot of people. The desert will no longer be a wasteland. It will stop expanding and destroying the fertile lands around it. Bruce and I, we are going to change the world for the better. I just wish you were here alive to see the fruits of his labor. Ace, I know you probably have all the key facts in mind, but personally, I could use a little recap. Let's see. Bruce Green was tied up and left to be eaten by vultures at the oil well. And we know he was a scientist working on making corn grow in the desert with the help of Jess Pracy, which sounds pretty exciting. Obviously, our victim wanted to make the desert a better place. Ace, you need to go, now. Go where? What's happening? Should we be worried? A sandstorm is on its way to Dust Town. You need to get there before it scatters all the evidence away. Uh-oh, dust storm coming down. Anyways, guys, that will wrap up Chapter 1. Make sure to like, comment, and fill out the straw poll if you can. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.